Hey guys, this is Dr. Badu here. Black Stars, hear me and hear me very well. The Egypt game is going to be tough. But one thing I know about Ghana is we show up for big games. We show up for big games. And I pray that this spirit of Ghana that shows up for every big game will be downloaded in your spirits. And guys, do yourself proud. I mean, the spirit Jiku demonstrated. I want all the players on the pitch and even on the bench to demonstrate that. Fight with your last breath. And guess what? If you lose, you come home and you might end up being the best dressed team for the AFCON. But we're praying for you. We know you wouldn't let us down, and we know you will make us proud. Dede, take charge of the room. Make sure you empower them. Make sure you psych them and let them do it. Speak French. And you monka French. French no na almost certainly. And then let's show up. We're praying for you guys, and it shall be well. All right. Whether you like it or not, Ghana football has been part of our tourism. Ghana football has been part of our source of attraction, whether we like it or not. And I think where things are going, to even hear that a fan went to attack the coach, that's how serious. I mean, and it's not just Ghana. We've heard stories about Escobar and Colombia. I mean, in those South Americas, if you disappoint somebody, or even in South Africa, if you disappoint somebody, you could be in trouble. And so, because mind you, people have gone and bet, people have put their money in there, and you know that football, there's also the gambling side of football. So sometimes when people are frustrated, it's understandable, because maybe it was beyond the least we could have taken out of the Cape Verde game was a draw, and then we lose. Somebody probably lost their car, somebody lost their house, somebody lost a lot of money. So someone might say, oh, but what's wrong with the guy that attacked Chris? Yeah, it's crazy, but you have to understand what could have made him go and do that. He's probably lost a huge amount of money, and the players know that there's also the betting side of football. The players know that. Most people are cashing in on AFCON because they're betting, and so there's also the gambling side of football. And so the reason why people are getting disappointed is we should have walked, hear me, we should have walked over Cape Verde. But I was telling my brother-in-law something. I said, gone are the days where the nations or the names of nations were not powerful. Some of these teams have been together. And some of the players in these teams are home-based players. And so they've been together more. They spent maybe a whole year together. You know, they have nothing to lose. Whereas these guys only came together for what, 4 days, 5 days, played just one match, just one international friendly to go to an AFCON. I mean, don't expect them to produce magic. Okay, I don't know who did those arrangements, but at least they should have been engaging a lot of the local teams or something to prepare. I was telling my brother-in-law something. I said, if Ghana or GFA can pick some home-based players and camp them for 2 years, Ghana soccer will rise again. If GFA can do that, pick some home-based players and say, you know what, we're going to focus on the players in here, give them all the exposure. They will represent Black Stars very well. Trust me. Ghana will do well, because you see, the problem with this AFCON is that the players are too young. Okay, I saw Nyantechi's interview that let the young players play, but it's important to have experienced players there telling them how things should run, even if it's behind the scene, even if it's backstage. Look, let me give you an example. You can see that the dressing room is gone. Okay, and this is my reason. When the Jans, the Stephen Appears, the Ajiman Badus, John Pencil, when they were John Mensah, the behind the scene, they were acting, they were doing so many things. We were engrossed. They had this guy called Ojo. Okay, they traveled with Ojo, they traveled with Langabell. Okay, now some of you might think that these behind the scene guys are not important. Why is Ojo not in the camp with them? Why is Langabell not there? These were men that were leading the Jama. Okay, something is going on in the camp, and I will talk about why is Ojo not there? Why is Langabell not there? These are the guys that they are to bring the spirits of the players up. When they are in the bus, when they're even singing, it's only Richard Ofori that's leading, and Gideon is playing, and even the rhythm they are playing, and most of these Dadaba boys, United, they're just standing there like that. So there is no spirit in the camp. I mean, some of us have played football, and before in secondary school, before you go and play, the songs you sing, these are the songs also the chantings you would chant before you go on there. It's crazy. But now we discover that, hey, the back room, watch them when they're coming through the room. They look defeated already. When they're coming, the songs are not, it's just 5 people singing. Some of them will be on their phone. There was one that I saw Richard Ofori take the headset off one of the players because he didn't seem interested in what they were doing. Listen, football starts from the back room. Okay? Yeah, that's about boys. So where is Ojo? Where is Langabell? Where are all these guys who we saw? Where you will see that you Ojo, then Ojo will be making them laugh. Where are all these guys? Okay, number 2. I think that the back room has really been cleared out, because there is no old player besides Dede Ayew who has his own fair share of money. Okay, Dede Ayew have his own fair share of money, so he can speak his mind. But Richard Ofori is not as wealthy as an Inaki William. Okay, or Richard Ofori is not as wealthy as some of these young men playing. So there is that kind of, yeah, you're the captain, but hey, I'm playing in this big team. You're only playing in South Africa. The room, you can see that there's a problem with the room. Some of the players speak French, others speak different languages. So there's a language barrier. Even though I think most of the players speak French, there's that language barrier there. You can just see it there. So there is no life in the dressing room. Let me tell you something that most of you have not observed. Sammy Tuga was with the players during the World Cup qualifiers. Why is Samuel Osei not there? What has happened? Or it's not our business. Why is Sammy Tuga not in the camp? Why is and some of you, what you don't know is that World Cup qualifier that we finally won in Nigeria, we won against Nigeria. You saw how the back room stage, the back room was. Osei Kuffour was there. Tony Bafu was there. All the old players. You see, the old players are to tell the new players what Black Stars is for. When they are sitting there, you tell the jokes, you give them history. So the new generation will understand the numbers of the jerseys that they are wearing. Number 8, Odate Lamte used to wear number 8. Number 10, this person. Number 3. I saw the number 3. That's Asamoah Gyan's jersey. That number 3 is Baby Jet's jersey. That number 3 was the number that defenders were afraid of. That number is walking around like it has not done anything. Okay, so the problem is starting from the back room. There is no jail. There is no bond. Watch them. Their music is not even making sense. Nyomno motono unse ofori pena wafa afrechuano no obo dadaba boys no omoro they just like that. So where are if I was part of well, I'm the online GFU president, but where are the psychological people in charge of their psyche, the psychological aspect, making sure that the team spirit is high? Nagana kobobo team winning team spirit. Ya tunyuma na huma sani. What are you talking about? Omutimi tunyuma jana wo to me that there's the whole place is on fire. Now we mokoto jana wo to me naki edia noto. And they don't understand it. So now this is what is happening. And then the excuse again will be, is a young team, we can build up. This is the AFCON. Amongst all the players in Ghana, this is what we were told. These are the guys we were told are the best in Ghana. So we cannot say it's a young team. The last AFCON was shambles. World Cup, we didn't do well. This AFCON, some of them, that's their last AFCON. But if they did finishes and Amate finishes, we don't have a team. This team, they can go and play Starlets or play Black Meteors or play Satellites. I'm telling you, we don't have a senior national team. It's like people are getting into the senior national team too easy without going through the rankings, like what SCN Dems did. Sule, they went through Stephen Appiah. You can see that they moved from Starlet to this place, from this place to that place, from this place to that place. This time, anybody young to they get in too early. That is where the problem is. So now, if they lose a game, they jump on their flight, they're back in Germany. The same thing Otuado did. After they lost, he didn't even come back. He said, goodbye, I'm done. Okay, that's the problem. So we've lost the passion. Yeah, we know they're of Ghanaian descent. We know they're doing well in their respective clubs, but we need people who will wear the jersey and put their heart in the game. Watch how Ghana does well when we're playing, Starlets are playing, or under 70. See how they all fight to go, because they all need the big clubs to look at them. These guys are coming from the big club. Okay, and I personally don't have that much expectation from Kudus. Why? There's going to be too much pressure on Kudus today. Okay, everybody's going to want Kudus to do magic. Kudus cannot do magic. So let's not put too much expectation on him. 2, Kudus can have a very off day. Okay, where if he thinks, okay, I can be the only person that will be the hero here, he might end up playing a very selfish game, where once he gets the ball, he's running to try and score. Okay, and that is immaturity. So Kudus has to be in the perfect mood. Kudus has to be in the greatest mood to understand that this is just one of the biggest games that can make him a hero. But then he's playing as a team, he's playing with players, and where he's supposed to pass the ball, Kudus pass the ball. Because let me tell you a philosophy about these Egyptians. They can hold you up for 90 minutes. And all the games we played them finals, that's what they did. They will hold us up and then wait for a tired leg. Then they'll tell you the guys are tired. Score. Game over. We know Yeshawa would need extra time. 1 minute. You understand? So understand the Egyptians were going to play. Okay? They still have that philosophy. Hold them up. Let's go on early, go and sit back. And they understand and know, sir, the team is not matured. They know it. Now, this is the problem with a team that's so not too matured. The problem is a goal that they're supposed to compose themselves to score, they'll end up wasting it. No. This game, we're not gonna get a lot of chances. Okay, we're not gonna get a lot of chances, right? Even if we have 3 chances, we must score 2. If we have 2 chances, we must score 1 and defend with our soul. Okay, now whoever is going to handle Salah, and it might be Gideon Mensah handling Salah, avoid penalties, because Salah will dribble inside and try and get a penalty. Okay, avoid penalties. Make sure that when you are tackling Salah, it's outside the box. Move right inside there, Salah, and a Salah beg G penalty because he's a superstar, right? Into the referee grab a penalty. So I really wish these boys understand Ghana versus Egypt. They understand that if they lose today, they are coming home. And Yanka, I'm second, best dressed team. And you give trophy, mamo. Best dressed team. And you did trophy, mamo. So, and the best dressed team, Munjimu trophy. Because you did kente, beautiful. But no. Moma, says Ghana football is a Comoros. And Madagascar. That's how we are making the Ghana football look. And that's the painful part. Ghana power, is this Ghana? Oh, no, man. Where are the spirits of Stephen Apias? Where are the spirit of Oseko For? Where are the spirits of John Mensah, John Pencil, Harrison Alfo? Where are their spirits? Omoe, who retired them? Mubarak Wakaso. Why is Mubarak Wakaso not there? Who said he's done? AFCON, are we not seeing old players also playing? Who said AFCON, Mubarak Wakaso is done? AFCON Namude Wakaso ko onu buga boom. Obebu nemu. That's why AFCON is more, when the day you said AFCON is more difficult than World Cup, people are like, what is he talking about? Of course it is. You are playing with players who all they have is this. Into or takewa or pimose and you have to understand. So when the guy he said AFCON is more difficult, that's what he meant. It's a tough game. You are running. It's like buga football. There's no system in this. You understand? But the players, to them, I'd say, listen, this is a game. We can all sit up and clap and say, hey, you guys did it. But the good news for the players is no one has an expectation. Everybody feels you're going to lose. So prove to them, prove to us that we are very psyched up. I know the DIU is going to psych them up. I know Andre is going to psych them up. I know Andre is going to sit up and tell them, guys, I'm not on the pitch, but hey, do it for yourselves. If we can all adapt the spirit that Jiku had, okay? If we can all adapt the spirit of Jiku, that is what Jiku did, is what a true black star does. How Jiku fought his life is what a true black star does. Who said Mubarak Wakasu is done? Who said Harrison Aful is done? Bring them back in, train them, get them back, and you'd have seen what would have happened. But of course, we're not there. Okay, we're not there. So for me, this is my team selection. I'll put in Ofori. Okay, because with the team that's playing, there's no old player in there. So Ofori is not bad, but I'll put Amate and Jiku to hold up for Ofori, and then Gideon will handle Salah. And I'll put Ali Seidu. I'll take the professor out and put Seidu there. This match needs Ali Seidu. This match definitely needs Ali Seidu. I will start with Salis. I will put Salis in the game, and then I'll put Kudus in there, and then I'll start with Bukari, and then I'll put Jordan in and Nuama in. I will do that. I'll start with Bukari, because Bukari will fight. Bukari has a Champions League history. He scored goals in Champions League. He will fight. Pepe boy, he will fight. Bukari will fight. Inaki struggles to get a ball. Inaki will run more and chase balls and be frustrated. Okay? Antoine is quite physical, but Antoine doesn't have clinical finishing. Antoine is physical and strong, but his finishing is not clinical. That's why in Premier League he has less goals, but you need that physical presence in there. But here we need a clinical finisher. I'll put Bukari in there. I'll put Osman Bukari in there just to torment them, and then I'll now introduce Antoine. Now guess what? Watch this. Have you not observed that when Antoine comes in as a super sub, he scores a goal? When Antoine comes in as a super sub, he now brings more energy, more physicality. So I'll bring I don't know Samuel Owusu. You know, now these players, you don't even know them. So I think what happened to the last game was, here's what happened to the last game. Chris Hughton and his team stuck to their plan and did not read the game to change it, because there are certain changes they did at a certain time that it's like, oh Charlie, when we go in at the 70th minute we'll bring this, at the 80th minute we'll bring this person. No, you should read the game and know that whatever you put on paper, the opponent has caught on to it, so change it quickly. Some of the substitute you did, it didn't make sense. It was too late. It was too late. And hey, people have the right to be aggressive, because that's apparently $50,000 every month, you know, and you guys are enjoying the best of hotels, the best of everything, and that's taxpayers' money. So the national team is not a private owned whatever. It's the nation's money, taxpayers' money. So everybody has a right to say what is happening. All the jerseys, if we don't patronize it and wear it, you're gonna run out of money. So you have to understand the criticism, like what Onana will tell you. Onana will say it's part of it. They have expectation, and we gotta meet the expectation. But I really pray that the boys will understand what AFCON means, okay? And they will sit down and watch some of the games Ghana has played. If I was the coach, I'll let them watch some of the games and how Ghana nearly made it. I'll even take them to Senegal 92. Prince Opoku Poli, Emmanuel Ama, Tony Bafo, Tony Yeboah, Abedi Pele, Odate Lamte. I'll take them to Senegal when Ghana played Ivory Coast. And that was Edward Ansah in the poll. Eddie Ansah. Some of you, Edward Ansah, he's not around. He used to be he used to coach Olele. So why is Edward Ansah not teaming up with Olele to help the goalkeepers? Because Edward Ansah used to coach Olele on the Black Stars. Why is SCN not around? Why does SCN not want to know anything about Ghana football? What is going on that we don't know? SCN is a national treasure. Why is SCN not there? Why is Stephen Appiah in London? He was in London with FIFA something, and not in the dressing room. What has gone on? I saw Samoa Jan sitting by a JFA president. Yeah, that's not bad. But why are these players not influencing the camp? What is happening? What's going on? What don't we know that we should know? I mean, as a department, and you could see the frustration from Jordan. Jordan said the team is young. Jordan are frustrated because, you know, he's been in the Black Stars for a long time. Until he understands what will cost us. What will cost us is immaturity on the pitch. And these Egyptians, Trust me, they will hold you up, let you play all your nonsense, and then bang, defend just one goal. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This is painful. That Ghana football is beginning not to have any respect again. Hey, you know, all those who are going to bet, be careful. All those who are going to bet in patrol. But then, in this whole thing, I still have belief and faith that, you see, there's this spirit that comes on Ghanaians. When it's a big game, Ghana shows up. Okay? When it's a big game, Ghana shows up. When the history of Ghana is that when it is a big game, Ghana shows up. Ghana doesn't show up with teams that are not popular. I didn't mean the entire, and also no more saying pa. But when it's a big game, Ghana really shows up. Again, I don't know if that spirit will show up today. I don't know if that spirit will show up. Ghana turns up at big games. That I know. But I don't know if that spirit that Jiku demonstrated, I don't know if it will show up. And I pray and I wish all these players good luck. You know, I hope that you're spiritually prepared, emotionally prepared, and physically. And to the guys, Mumpe Jamanyumbi, I think there are a lot of Jama songs online. Mumbo, because Ebiana Munim too, but that's whilst you're playing it on your phones and everything, it can, because the team spirit is not there. It's called team spirit. The team spirit is gone. It's gone. Well, I've been watching behind the scenes and all of it. The team spirit, who did Jan hand over this thing to? Adiano, you handed the baton over to somebody. Okocha has been behind the scene with the players. Do you know how they see and respect Okocha? So they bring that image in there. Oga, make sure the boys are prepared. But the problem is these boys are all professionals who are playing Europe, so you don't get that much from them. You understand? But watch teams that are locally based. Watch those teams. Look at Angola and Burkina Faso. Look at all these teams. You see how they are playing with their soul. So, hey, I wish them all the best. And show up, Ghana. Please show up. Please show up. Please show up. This is all we'll plead. Please show up. Please show up, man. Please show up. Just put some smiles on our faces. Okay? All right. Guys, it's a good morning. Let's all wish them well. Let's still wear our jerseys and also show up and support them. And good luck. Good luck to all of you guys, man. Egypt will be tough, but Ghana can show up.